travel day. We're going to Disney.
Hey flight crew, welcome back to Soaring Around WDW. Today we are officially wheels up and headed to Disneyland for a Valentine's Day getaway with just my husband Madi and me. That's right, no kids this trip. I'm flying from RDU to Dallas and then on to LAX to meet up with Madi, who flew out yesterday for his work conference. We've got 3 park days planned, 1 solo day for me with something very fun in store, 1 day together at DCA, and our final day at Disneyland Park. Buckle up and come along for the adventure.
I changed my gate, so I am walking to my new gate, of course, across the airport.
Please all carry your belongings should there be emergency evacuation. Should there be loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask withdrawal, your ransom martin jobs, cabins inside, all masks are raised. Quickly pull down our mask to start full of oxygen.
Once I landed in Dallas, I had a little time during my layover to grab some food, and honestly, where else was I going besides Chick-fil-A? Luckily, it was not a Sunday, and it was super conveniently located right near my gate, which felt like a travel win. I kept it classic with my go-to order, the 8-count nugget meal, waffle fries, and of course, a large crispy Coke. I'm here to say that usually the airport Chick-fil-A's are subpar to the real thing, but there's something about airport Chick-fil-A that just hits different when you're on your way to Disney.
Alright, I have a little bit of time before my connection, so I'm walking from one end of the terminal to the other. Just had some Chick-fil-A, gonna run to the bathroom, and then get on the flight to LA, so we will be there soon. I'm glad I looked because I just walked the totally wrong direction. I have to go back to literally the gate next door to where we just came in. I just got some crazy news that Rise the Resistance is going to be open tomorrow. So now I have to figure that out and add it to the list of rides, making it 53 rides.
I finally landed at LAX and, not gonna lie, I got a little turned around trying to find my way out of the airport. But eventually I made it to my black lane driver, who picked me up right at the curb, and we were off over to Anaheim. On the drive over, we were treated to the most gorgeous sunset. The sky was lit up with pinks and oranges, and it just felt like the perfect welcome to California. Such a stunning start to our trip. Before I knew it, we pulled up to the Candlewood Suites. I headed up to our room to meet up with Madi, drop my bags, freshened up a bit, and then we were ready to head out for dinner and officially kick off our Disneyland getaway.
All right, I made it. Say hi.
Alright.
We got here, I got here, Madi's been here, obviously. He presented today. Exciting news. And we are walking to grab some dinner before he goes and accepts his grant and his award, whatever, for his conference. And I'm gonna eat and then unpack, repack the park bag, and then get ready for bed because it's gonna be a very long and early day tomorrow. But it's nice to be out here with no winter coat on. Wouldn't you agree?
Very much.
All right, let's go eat. All right, that was good to get some food. Maddie is off to do his award acceptance. I'm walking back to the hotel. I'm gonna unpack, record a little pack with me video for the backpack so you guys can see what I put in there, and then head to bed because this time change is hitting me. But yeah, anyways, we are here. We are in California. I'm excited. Hey everybody, all right, I am here in the hotel and I'm going to go through every single item that I'm going to be putting in my park bag for our trip tomorrow. And for tomorrow, it is my Every Ride Challenge day. So the Every Ride Challenge is where I am trying to complete all operating rides at both Disneyland and Disney California Adventure in one park day. So it's gonna be a little crazy and chaotic, but there's definitely some special things that I need in my bag that I usually wouldn't bring. So come along with me and let's talk through it. So first things first, this is my super cute new Parks bag. I'm very excited. It's by Patched Up by Linda. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the inside of the bag, but it does have pockets on each side. On the outside, it has this front zippered pocket, and then it also has one more zipper inside the backpack in there. So then there's that back zipper there. So this is everything that I have to put into the bag. So let's go ahead and come and pack together. Okay, so in this backpack, I need to fit all these things except for obviously like my outfit that I'm wearing tomorrow. That won't fit in here. But inside the main part of the backpack is where I want to put the biggest items. So the first thing I usually put in there is my snack bag. I've got different beef sticks and granola bars. I'm not going to eat all of this tomorrow, but I'm just going to go ahead and put the whole thing in there, I think, unless we run out of room. So that's going to be the first thing. And then I also am going to put all of this medicine type stuff in this little baggie, and I think that will help. So this little baggie, I'm going to put in all of this different medicine. So I have Tums, that will go in there, Pepto-Bismol, my prescription nausea medicine. I have Tylenol and ibuprofen in here, so I'll go ahead and throw that in there. Dramamine. I have an Aquaphor tube, so that will go in there. A couple of tissues just in case I need them. I'm also going to go ahead and just stick my pack of gum in there. And then I do have some show stickers, but maybe I'll keep those out separate. I think that's good for this bag. So I'll zip that up so that can go right on top of the snacks. And then I do have 2 power banks. So I have 2, they are fully charged just in case I really need to charge my phone. I'm using my phone a ton to vlog, to get lightning lanes, all of that. So these are actually both gonna go right in this front zipper pocket with the charger. So there's a charger that is just like a traditional charger and like my phone charger. The traditional charger also charges the power bank, like if I were to run into an issue, or like Madi still has this like lightning cable phone. So I'm gonna put all of that in this front zipper. And then as far as, there's really nothing else. My phone will go in my new cute little alien phone case. That will go together when I'm done recording here, but that's gonna come. I do have my old phone case out because I'm actually gonna take out my cards that I usually use and put them into my bag for the park. This is the wallet phone case that I usually use. I'll put it in my Amazon storefront. I love it because everything's just all together. But for tomorrow, when I'm vlogging, it's easier to have like a pop socket to be able to, and this one's magnetic, but to be able to hold and record and talk and things like that. So that's why I want to use this one tomorrow. So this will stay here. I'll put my phone in this, but I'm going to put these cards in my Aiden and Louise. Isn't it so cute? Wallet with my other cards. Now in here I have some Disney gift cards, cash, different things that I might need. So I'm not going to bring a whole purse. I'm just going to bring this Aiden and Louise wallet. That is definitely going in the big zipper. The other big things that I still have out here are the rubber shoes. And the reason I'm bringing these, if you guys watched my pack with me video, is because of Tiana's. They're a little dirty, sorry. And they're gonna go into a plastic bag because they're dirty. I mean, they're not dirty, they're just not like, I didn't wash them with soap or anything. So those are actually gonna go into, I'm gonna put them together. Slide one into the other just for like space sake. And put those into the bag like so. And actually, I'm gonna put those on the bottom. So let me take these couple of things out because I might not even end up using them. But I think I will because I don't want my shoes to be wet after I go on, to be honest. So I'll put that in there. Then I also have just like this plain wet bag, and this is specifically for if I get my clothes wet or my shoes are super wet or something, things that are wet can go in here. So I will go ahead and put that in there just in case. I don't think I'm gonna need it again, but better safe than sorry. And I'd rather have these things than not have them and then get myself into trouble. I'm also gonna put a pair of sunglasses. Don't anticipate needing these because I have a hat that I'm going to wear, which is over there, but I will go ahead and pack them and put them in the suitcase. I do have my water cup, which is from Llama Littles, super cute. And that is going to go just in the side. It's already filled, so that will be good to go there. And this is a big cup, so you know what? I was kind of worried that this might not fit and like stay in here. So I actually think I'm gonna have to put it in the backpack, and it does not dump, like literally. No leaking, I took it, no leaking. I don't know if y'all can see it back there, no leaking. I took it on the plane and it was like tipped and everything today. It does not leak, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my backpack. Because I don't think it will stay in the zipper. I do have my cute little Touchland hand sanitizer, or Touchland hand sanitizer. So that is there. I'll go ahead and stick that on my zipper part so that that is handy dandy for when I need to sanitize my hands. Okay, that is done. Then I do also have some show stickers. So if y'all see me in the parks, say hi. I always carry some with me. I'm gonna put those in this top little zipper in the backpack up here. And I do have, oh yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Actually, I'm gonna put my extra set of clothes in this wet bag. So I am going to bring a pair of shorts. The high for the day, I'll pop the weather up here on the screen, but it looks like it's gonna be like high of 68 and then low of like 50. So I don't think I'm gonna be wearing shorts, obviously, but if my clothes again get soaked, I wanna have an extra set. And then this just plain black Nike shirt and an extra pair of socks. So that I will go ahead and put all together in the wet bag, just so that it's all in one spot. Get all that air out and zip it up. Okay, and I think that's everything. And then tomorrow I will grab that magic band. Okay, so I now have all of the devices charging. The Fitbit is charging. My GoPro, I think that means it's charged, but I'm just making sure. And I want to clear the memory card before I'm done tonight. I also was just getting out these little magic band buddy things. We got a rainbow pack. Tomorrow I'm going to bring the black with me, so I'm going to set that right there so I can put all of that together in my park bag, or I'm going to actually just put that right on tomorrow when I get up. But I don't want to forget it. So I'm going to kind of keep all this stuff together until it's ready to go in the bag or onto me. Okay, it looks like it's doing an update now. My Magic Band Plus, ever since I got it, I feel like it worked the first time and then it hasn't worked, but I think I've just not been charging it the night before. So I don't know. We're going to try charging it overnight tonight and see if that helps. But this is what it looks like when it's updating, and I'll put a screenshot of the screen too. Okay, so with the Magic Band, if it is your first time to Disneyland with your Magic Band, or Disney World vice versa with your Magic Band Plus, you want to make sure that first of all, it's doing that blinking green instead of that green in just the corner that I had showed y'all like a little bit ago, and it was just green like right here. But you also want to go into the app and pair it with your Disneyland account or your Disney World account, vice versa, or if you're doing the cruise, with your cruise account, because it doesn't automatically sync. So make sure that you do that before you go to the parks. But it looks like it's all charged. I am gonna leave it on a charger tonight, and yeah, we'll take it off in the morning. Okay, and then tomorrow I will grab my Magic Band, which I'll just go ahead and pop right on my wrist. I actually wear it on my right hand, on this wrist, with the little band buddy to keep it in place. And then I'll also put the GoPro in this bag just so that I have it, because I'll sometimes be recording with the GoPro, sometimes be recording with my phone, just depending on the day. So yeah, and then tomorrow morning, Maddie's gonna walk with me. There's like a Panera kind of on the way to Disneyland. So he's gonna walk with me over there around 6:10 is when we plan to leave. We'll see if that happens. I'm gonna set my alarm for 5:45. I'm gonna go take a nice hot shower and get in bed because I'm tired. This time change just hit me. It is 11 p.m. at home, it's 8 o'clock here, and I'm feeling it, but I didn't wanna go to bed too early and then wake up at like 3 a.m. and be like, wide awake. But yeah, so tomorrow morning we're going to walk together over to Panera, and then I think I'm just gonna grab something quick to go and go to security and wait there. I wanna be there early. I'm hoping to be like one of the first people in the park. So we'll see how that plan works out. So catch us on our next video. I hope that the next video to come out will be the Every Ride Challenge vlog, but that one takes a little longer to edit. So you might see a couple of other fun videos in between this video and the next one, but I'm really gonna try to work hard on getting that one edited as quickly as I can. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully it was helpful to see what I put in my park bag for today. I will repack my park bag for the day that Maddie and I go. You guys, that just reminded me, a poncho, hold on. This is why you check your list. This is why you check your list. I'm putting this poncho in here because I definitely want to wear that on Sunday. Anyway, I'm gonna double check my list before I go to bed. I will pop my list up on this video. I think I'll put it up on the beginning, so you should have seen it there. But yeah, my bag is packed. I'm super excited about my new bag. It doesn't feel too heavy to be like running around with on my back. And again, I'm only running outside of the parks really, right? Like, cause you're not supposed to run inside the parks. I'll be power walking inside the park. Like I said on the video at my layover when I was in the airport, I found out that when I was, sitting in the airport scrolling on Instagram and I see this post that says Rise the Resistance opening on February 13th. And I went, that's when I'm doing the challenge run. And I said, no, let me just double check this because sometimes things aren't correct. So I went to the Disneyland website. Sure enough, today, which is February 12th, it said closed. And I'm gonna put that up on the screen, but today it said closed. Tomorrow it says 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., which also means before I go to bed, I'm gonna double check. This sounds so anal, but these things matter. Double check the ride hours for each attraction and make sure they're open 8 to midnight because the park is open 8 to midnight, but there are some rides that close early. They're called early closers. I guess Rise of the Resistance is one, which makes me think Millennium Falcon might be one. So I need to double check that. I don't plan to be back there at 10 o'clock. But again, things change. You have this whole strategy for this Every Ride Challenge, and then one ride goes down or you have to change your path and it messes everything up. So I just want to make sure I know what is closing when. And also like all 3 boats have funky hours. So I had looked at that earlier in the week, but literally when I mapped this all out 2 weeks ago, It's a Small World was not reopened yet, and it was not on there. It was still on the temporarily closed list. And then so was Rise the Resistance. So I want to make sure I have everything, all my P's and Q's in order. I did double check and Grizzly River Run still says down. So fingers crossed, because I don't want to do 2 water rides. 53 is enough rides. That's enough rides. That's the max that Regan and I have ever attempted. We got 52 of 53 the last time we did our Walt Disney World run. But I have confidence because you don't have to run around with your car here, which I talked a little bit about in our podcast episode, our pre-trip podcast episode. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a wild ride. It'll either be super awesome and successful. Either way, it'll be super awesome, or it's going to be total chaos and like crash and burn. And it is a holiday weekend. When I looked last tonight on Thursday, Guardians of the Galaxy was up to a 120-minute wait. And Space Mountain was also like 110-minute wait. So, I mean, I plan to have lightning lanes for these things. You know, we're just gonna like cross our fingers, say a prayer, hope that all goes well. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has donated. I really appreciate it. And I will update you guys on, by the time this comes out, it will be over. So you'll know where I finished, I guess. And the vlog again for the Every Ride Day will be coming out hopefully next. Anyways, I'm done yapping. I could yap for hours. I'm gonna go take a shower. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night.